The mayor of a Downriver city is a popular guy with the voters. He was just re-elected.
But he's not popular with his city council. They want him out. And therein lies the problem. Rob Wolchek is on the case tonight.
Here, LaMonica, the guy running against the mayor says he was promised if he brought up some allegations against the mayor, city council would vote to ask the mayor to step down. And they did, but not until the candidate who did the dirty work was safely out of the picture. Ecorse is a small city, but this guy's going to get a big lesson in how nasty politics can be. Why do you want to be the mayor?
Well, the city needs somebody who's going to come in here and just want to really clean the place up and make it look beautiful again.
This is a story about elected officials accused of trying to grab power.
You didn't participate in any shenanigans.
Oh, I did not.
Okay. Do you think anybody else did?
I wouldn't be able to speak for anyone else.
And it's a story about the strange timing of a motion to remove the man in charge the day after he gets reelected.
You're the mayor, so since you kind of be doing things totally above board?
There's nothing illegal about it.
Okay, then why are they asking you to step down?
Because, like I just told you, it's political.
Jeremy Renshaw is just a regular guy who thought he'd run for mayor in the city he loves, the Downriver city of Ecorse.
I live here. I've lived here for 8 years. I own my house. You know, I don't owe no money on it. I'm going to be here.
Jeremy won the primary earlier this year, which meant he would face off against the incumbent mayor, Lamar Tidwell, in November. Then things got weird. Jeremy says he got a text from a sitting council member he didn't personally know with this article attached a month before the election.
There was some police officers under investigation in the city of Ecorse for some stolen cars.
The article says the AG's office is looking into recovered vehicles which were not properly reported as stolen and instead were listed as abandoned and then sold for personal use by people in high places. Soon Jeremy got a copy of this bill of sale and information that Mayor Tidwell, his opponent in the election, may have violated the rules and bought a Chevy Blazer from one of the officers named in the Attorney General's investigation.
Then the same city councilman sends me the charter. In the charter it says that the mayor purchases one of these vehicles for personal use or personal gain, that he's to forfeit his position. And they said that they were going to make him step down and that essentially I was going to run uncontested.
Jeremy wanted to win and says he was urged to do the right thing.
Yes, Mr. Renshaw here.
Yes, Mr. Renshaw, you have 3 minutes.
When I got the information, I immediately went to the next city council meeting and I spoke on it. And this city councilman said that they were going to call for a vote to have him removed, and they didn't.
The council didn't vote the mayor out during the next meeting or the next meeting. Then it was election day and Mayor Tidwell won in a landslide. And the very next night, the council now brought up the stuff Jeremy had been telling them about for a month and immediately voted to ask the mayor to step down. And who brought up that motion? The man most likely to now take over as mayor, the mayor pro tem, Darcel Brown. Darcel said he knew Jeremy had brought up the allegations, but the council members weren't provided with documentation until the day after the election.
Right before our meeting, there was a notification sent out from the Director of Public Safety, and it stated that he was alleging that there was misconduct in regards to a vehicle being purchased by Mayor Tidwell.
Here are the documents. They're from Dr. Joseph Thomas, Director of Public Safety. He says, regarding the Trailblazer, his investigation revealed the car had been forfeited and awarded to the Hamtramck Police Department by the 31st District Court. The vehicle was scheduled to be sold at auction on 3/10/2017. It then says, ironically, the car was listed as abandoned and registered to the Ecorse Police Department. Next, it states, the car was sold to a Mr. Lamar Tidwell, mayor of Ecorse, by an Ecorse police officer for $500. Here's a bill of sale, and right on top it says Law Enforcement Agency for Abandoned Vehicle. In other words, it's listed as a forfeiture vehicle now up for public auction to benefit the city of Ecorse. The purchaser at public sale, Lamar Tidwell. The person authorizing the sale is that Ecorse officer named in the investigation involving seized stolen vehicles. And in fact, in the October 22nd letter from the Director of Public Safety, he says, based on the above circumstances and facts, It appears that the mayor of Ecorse, Lamar Clarence Tidwell, was in possession, owned, and sold the aforementioned vehicle. Therefore, his actions were in violation of the City of Ecorse Charter, Chapter 5, Section 7. He knew, or should have known, the vehicle was not purchased according to the law and standards of the state of Michigan and the City of Ecorse.
The director of public safety told me he can't comment on the matter because it's under investigation. My other calls to the councilman that Jeremy says was feeding him information, the city manager, the cop, the mayor, those calls all went unanswered.
Mayor Tidwell refuses to step down and won't call me back. Finally, I catch him coming out of his Ecorse home.
The only person who can make me step down is the judge, and I ain't doing anything wrong, so.
Didn't you buy this car?
No, I did not buy the car.
After I show him the bill of sale with his name on it, he opens up a little.
So you're saying you didn't buy the car
No,
at kind of a shifty auction deal?
no.
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 So who did you buy the car from?
I bought it from a towing company in Detroit.
What towing company?
Shoot, I don't know the name of it right now offhand.
Says here you bought it from an Ecorse cop.
The car was found in Detroit, abandoned.
And so how did you find out about this?
The car was in behind our station, and I asked about it, and they told me I had to go in Detroit to buy it.
As for his opponent in the election, he says Jeremy was played by seasoned politicians.
That's what happened. They put him up to it.
They put who? Jeremy
They
up?
put Jeremy up to it. It's all a conspiracy. All those guys was working together.
To do what? To get rid of you?
Because they like I said before, the people spoken. I won by 80%. The people spoken. The people know I done turned the Ecorse around.
Jeremy's not surprised about any of this now. He's just a guy who says he wanted to help out the city and is more disgusted than ever by the people who run it.
So you're innocent, right, Mayor?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Mayor Tidwell is still the mayor and says he was not named in any of the documents relating to the Attorney General's investigation. However, the City Council did ask the Wayne County prosecutor to investigate, and they sent a formal request to the governor to have Tidwell removed from office. This is a story of small town politics. This guy threw his hat in the ring, and he got blindsided. They led him to try to bring up this stuff he was thinking that they were going to vote the mayor or make the mayor step down and he was going to step into that seat. And instead, they waited until the very day after the election and did what they promised, and then now he's out. So it's just kind of a dirty politics story in a small town.
Convoluted story, but also, did anything happen that was absolutely illegal? It seems that the council is voting on something that they can't prove as of yet.
Well, the letter from the chief of the police says that it appears like the mayor did buy this vehicle, which would have been a conflict of interest, and it's in the city charter that he's not supposed to do that. I don't know if it's illegal, but it's unethical, at least according to the chief of police.
All right. Thanks, Rob.